The Clippers have long set their sight on the finals MVP, but many feel the Lakers will be in the driver's seat with the Kawhi sweepstakes. So, Dave, look, the Clippers have done such a great job building a quality roster that could complement Kawhi well if they get him. But if they don't, what do you think their next move is?
Well, they've built a quality roster, and we talk about doing it right, Brooklyn, how they've done it. Their entire organization is top-notch now, top to bottom. And that is around the league. The agents know that. The players know that this is a destination. So if I was them, I'd keep their space. They're smart. They're really smart there. They know how to get in and out of deals. They're core guys. They're tough. They're never an easy out. Look at the fits that they gave in the first round. We didn't beat them all year. They were just older. We were like little brothers, and they just put us over their knee most of the season. And that's not going to go away, and that's not going to change their level of toughness and experience.
You know, to piggyback on what Coach is talking about, them being a very well-run organization, they had cap space to get two guys once they knew two guys wasn't going to be
Right, basically when Jimmy Butler came off the table, then they moved right away.
They moved right away. They got Mo Harkless, expiring deal, a very good player, was a big contributor for Portland last year, and they got a first-round pick on top of that for that. So they're excellent at accumulating assets. And again, this team was a playoff team. So I don't know if they'll make the playoffs again, but they're definitely going to be competitive and good, even if Kawhi Leonard doesn't arrive.
The culture's in place. These guys know exactly what they're supposed to do in the system. But when you start looking at next summer's free agents, that's what would give you trepidation if you're a Clippers fan, because you're looking around going, okay, do we really want any of these guys? And are any of these guys? Well, you want Anthony
Davis, but he's just,
it's just
likely to be off the board.
You never know.
You do never know. Dwight Howard, right, with the Lakers.
Okay,
so
but let's say he is off the board.
Okay.
Draymond, Joe Lacob, the owner in Golden State, loves Draymond. I'd be stunned if he ended up anywhere other than back with the Warriors. The rest of those guys, they're nice players, but are they the player that's going to get you from one level to another? So if I'm the Clippers, I continue building with the core I have, hope for a trade somewhere for a star.
Well, there's where the Clippers were so smart then. Again, and we keep saying this about their front office, making that Tobias Harris trade. They knew with Tobias Harris he was going to want a max deal right away. They knew they would likely be in this situation of waiting for Kawhi, and they didn't want to lose Tobias Harris for nothing. They made that trade with Philadelphia. They got all those assets back, including picks and things that they can move around. So you look at that free agent list, that's not their only way to get better. Right. And part of the positioning we heard over and over after the Tobias Harris trade was, hey, the next time there's an Anthony Davis around the league, the next time there's someone who's a big star who wants out, LA is an attractive destination. We want to be able to be the ones who put our hands up and say we can go get them.
Can I do something? I often get in the seat and I kill owners, or governors. I want to tip my hat to Steve Ballmer. That's what a great owner looks like. And it's not just because he's absurdly rich, right? It's the idea that he hires people, do the job, get out of the way. Now all I do is I sign a check. I'll give you a number at the beginning of the year. We don't want to go above this number. And then we'll invest what we need to invest and get the job done. And I always say this, if your favorite team has been bad for a long time, you can blame the coach. You can blame the star player. You can blame the general manager. But the person you should be blaming is the guy who signs the checks, because more often than not, he's meddling.
Do you want to chime in on that idea, Dave?
It takes there's four, right? It's the owner, the management, the coach, and the players. If you get 3 out of 4, you're going to be in the second round and probably the conference finals. If you have all 4 in place, and they have 3 solid ones in place, and they're going to, I think, trade into pieces and players going forward, and they'll cinch it up.
Wow. I like that. 3 out. It's like the triangle. Yeah. Good.
It's so interesting, though, listening to this, because what I've learned after my time in Chicago and now my time at Golden State. Minneapolis. Everybody's also got to be on the same page.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And so while Dave and Amin are dead on in what they're saying, everybody from top to bottom has to know what their job is and has to go out and do exactly what they're supposed to do. And everybody can't be looking for credit in different places. And if you're ownership at that level, you can't be worried about money. You've got to spend. Golden State is what they are because everybody knows exactly what to do, and they go out and do it day by day by day. That is not the case all over the league.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.